Hi, everybody, coming to you from the KGW weather office, and it has been a wild last 12 hours of weather, mainly talking about um, the rain rates, which already it's 8:36 on this Monday morning. If you go back to when the rain started yesterday afternoon, PDX has picked up an inch and a half of rain, and there's a lot more to come. So this is the National Blended Weather Model, and everything in green is just rain that is yet to fall. Notice it's pretty solid at times here on the west side, but there are rainy areas out across the east. The yellow indicating some heavier rain rates. I think this is a little slow to get this out of here. This is tomorrow morning, but notice tomorrow morning there's still some rainy areas, but starting to move all east of I-5. And then during the day on Tuesday, I think the showers that linger will eventually end. Although this still shows some shower potential around 4 in the afternoon, but most data indicates the heavy rain areas will start to break up overnight tonight. We'll have lingering showers tomorrow to start the day, and then Tuesday it all becomes dry. Here's a look at the radar. Notice that rectangular area up just offshore from Astoria, but does include part of the Long Beach Peninsula. This was a marine warning that was issued for thunderstorm activity in that area. Now, since that box or triangle went up, or not triangle, rectangular area, since that went up, the main threat of the thunderstorm has faded. But this has been an area with clusters of thunderstorm activity off of the north coast. Some of it's moved inland, much of it has stayed offshore, but we continue to watch that and realize there is a storm threat, at least a chance of thunder and lightning inland, in especially Portland to the north during the day today. Notice it looks like things are breaking up a little bit to our southwest, but this feed of heavy rain areas will just actually keep coming and coming during the day. So we'll keep you updated on all of that. Let me go ahead and switch gears here a little bit and make this a little bit fuller for you to see. So this is how much rain. Again, it's 8:38 in the morning. Could come yet today through tonight. We've had an inch and a half. Could we get another inch in Portland? Weather models say potentially, with several rain areas yet to come today and continuing tonight. Maybe another inch plus falling in Tillamook. Notice the heftier rain amounts are generally Portland to the north and not as much to the south. This does put out another quarter of an inch plus in the Dalles, another quarter of an inch plus of rain out in the John Day area as well. So certainly a very rainy, blustery Monday. So this is interesting to me. Sunday, PDX put 0.94 inches in the record book for the calendar day, 94 hundredths of an inch. So the total for November through early this morning is now up. That should be not a colon, but a decimal. My apologies. The total so far for November is 3.40 inches. If we pick up another inch today, that clearly puts us well over 4 inches through tonight. And the average for the entire 30-day period of November is 5.45 inches. So we are poised to have ourselves a very good old-fashioned wet November. Certainly, we're off and running with the races. We have wiped out the deficit and then some that we had. Remember, October, it finished the water year about an inch below normal. So we've made that up. We're all in surplus territory right now. And overall, this little period of heavy rain to start the month is pretty impressive and pretty nice. All right. Well, here's the driving force behind what's going on this Monday. See the upper level low offshore. And it's right, the active zone on the front or east quadrant of this low is where all that thunderstorm activity has been. Now, this low is going to weaken somewhat as it moves inland up into Washington. But notice there's lightning down here to the southwest of the low. We're going to continue to see impulses feed heavy rain areas into especially Western Oregon and Western Washington during the day today. And one headline I haven't touched on yet that I will now is the fact that we have a wind advisory posted. This is for the Willamette Valley and Clark County from Eugene basically up into Vancouver and up into the Woodland area, just shy of that, for the potential through 10 o'clock tonight of south winds gusting 30, 40, even 45 miles per hour. We had reports of some power outages already that may have been wind connected. Once you get to 40-mile-per-hour plus wind gusts, you can have some tree branches down. You can have some power outages. Of course, you have trash cans blowing around, all of that. Not what I would call a wind storm, but a blustery day. Now, also realize the same wind forecast, south winds gusting to 40 or 45, is in place for the coast. But because it's more of a normality, for the beach, the wind advisory only issued for the valley where it's a little bit more unusual. The Cascades block south winds, so the gorge are going to see calmer winds coming in from the west today. Again, that wind advisory through 10 p.m. Tonight. And after 10 p.m. tonight, the winds actually kick to the west. And I think going into the midnight hour tonight, as I mentioned, we'll start to see the rain break up somewhat. The winds will fade. And then again, it all ends during the day tomorrow. Okay, something else I'm eyeing, snow levels. 5,000-foot snow level today, 4,000 feet tomorrow. Of course, tomorrow will become dry. Wednesday's dry. The next batch of rain arrives or moisture, I should say, arrives Thursday afternoon. That snow level, 5,000 feet. So relatively low snow levels. And I did find this out. This is fresh snow on the ground at 6,000 feet upper Timberline Lodge this morning. That makes sense. This is Oregon 58 over Willamette Pass. Notice the elevation close to 5,000 feet. So that verifies where that snow level is. Their temperature holding right at around 32 degrees of kind of a wet, slushy mix of snow on the highway. So snow level low enough that you'll want to check conditions before you travel and realize overnight tonight, snow level comes down to 4,000 feet. And there could be some decent burst of some snow activity at that elevation as well. Okay, so lots going on. Again, to recap, our heavy rain at times continuing today, the wind advisory today, the chance of some thunder and lightning today. It all starts to wind down to some degree around midnight tonight, and then lingering showers Tuesday will be ending during the day as we open up and become partly cloudy. Wednesday's the one dry day. Thursday morning's dry. Thursday's the next chance. Some of you could be looking at overnight lows dipping well into the 30s, maybe getting close to 32 in some of the usual icebox areas Thursday morning. But then rain kicks up during the day, and then with a more of an active wet pattern, overnight lows Friday, Saturday, Sunday in the 40s, daytime highs in the 50s with rain at times. I mean, it's very, very possible that by the time we get through Sunday, by the time we ride out the 7-day forecast, Portland will be looking at rain totals for the month of November already over 5 inches and already approaching that 5.45 inch total that is good typically for the entire 30-day period. How about that? All right. That is your update on what has been a very rainy Monday and will continue to be. I'm meteorologist Rod Hill.